Solway. Duolingo is an American gamified language learning platform founded in 2011. Easily recognized by its green owl mascot, Duolingo offers courses in over 40 languages. Sounds pretty great, right? Well, it used to be. In this video, I will cover the downfall of Duolingo and how it changed from a promising and respected language learning app to an over-sanitized, meme-writing corporate mess. This is how Duolingo looked in 2012. The UI is pretty simple and straightforward, and while it may look dated by today's standards, it is easy on the eyes. This is how Duo the Owl looked at the time. He appears friendly and cute, and his design, while not too minimalist, is simplistic enough to be visually pleasing and memorable. The service used audio from real speakers of the languages and used photographs in their lessons. Duolingo was praised for its easy, free, and fun approach to language learning, and was even named Apple's App of the Year in 2013. Over time, however, Duolingo began to wilt. 2014 brought a redesign to Duo, giving him a noticeably minimalist look. The website and UI were redesigned alongside him. Duolingo began to depend on text-to-speech voices for their lessons rather than real speakers, and real photos were swapped for cartoons. There was even a new cast of cartoon characters that would appear in lessons. However, a high point came when, in 2017, Duolingo Stories was introduced, in which stories were told in the language the user was learning, and the user would have to answer questions about the story. Duolingo Stories used to contain original stories with one-off characters, which were funny and at times relatable. Early stories were mostly uneventful slice-of-life situations. The later stories were multi-part tales with exciting and emotional plots. Duo, the cast, and the UI were redesigned again in 2019 to make them more brightly colored, round, and cute. The UI continues to simplify to this day, and at the moment it just looks bad. Even worse, in November of 2022, most of the stories were removed, replaced with dull and watered-down one-off skits featuring the new cast. These changes, especially those from 2019 onward, suggest that Duolingo is trying to shift its audience from all ages to children and young teens. The bouncy and colorful vector cartoons, the over-sanitized stories, the removal of forums, at this point it's obvious. Duolingo also took up the practice of guilt-tripping users who didn't do their language lessons on a near-daily basis, pressuring them with daily streaks, persistent notifications, and images of Duo crying, dead, or near death. Around 2017, Duo became an internet meme. Internet users made countless jokes putting the owl in the role of a ruthless serial killer who was quick to murder anybody who stopped using Duolingo. This meme was very widespread and came up in most internet discussions about Duolingo. The company noticed, and they made it official. They created several joke videos for their social media accounts implying that Duo was a killer, with the most egregious example being their Spanish or Vanish song, which takes its title from the original internet memes and contains lyrics suggesting that Duo eats people.
Two choices, Spanish or Vanish. Amo la carne humana, amo y feliz.
Unsurprisingly, this was also worked into the platform, which sent users the threatening message, "Are you safe from Duo?" and implied that those who actually did their Duolingo practice were safe, while those who didn't would be kidnapped or worse. Duolingo continues to use this characterization of Duo in an effort to stay relevant, even though the meme is more or less dead. While there are some people who appreciate this, I personally feel like Duolingo's acknowledgement and adoption of the meme ruined the meme. Corporations using memes about themselves as a form of viral marketing can work when it's done correctly. For example, Burger King had the infamous Whopper 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 song that spawned many edits and remixes from both fans and detractors. Burger King acknowledged this in a commercial featuring a variation of the song that applauds fans for their memes and encourages them to keep it up.
Big game, we skipped the big game cause the BK memes have been insane. Y'all really do it better than we do, so we took the night off to give the song to you. BK, have it your way.
To this day, Burger King continues to make variations of the song for their commercials. I feel like this branded meme acknowledgement worked because Burger King showed their appreciation for the memes and kept using the melody that gave them internet fame while still staying in their own direction and not clutching onto the memes too much. Duolingo, on the other hand, practically became the meme by changing a character's entire personality from a kind and supportive friend to a cold-hearted psychopath who must be feared. But what do you think about this? Voice your opinions in the comments. In conclusion, Duolingo was once a legitimate and comfortable language learning tool for a general audience, but over the years, it has become a stew of child catering, meme pandering, unfunny, ugly chaos. Duolingo used to be something great, but now, it's just an old joke. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button if you did, and maybe even subscribe for more videos like this. Until next time, have a good rest of the day. Goodbye.